I was watching that Comedy Store documentary the other day and on Showtime. And there are parts of it that are well done. And then there are parts of it where you go, huh. The episode I watched last night, they get Whitney, Rogan, Burr, Leno, Annie Letterman, and they all take COVID tests. They all have masks on, and they take COVID tests, and then they sit down. And Mike Binder, who did the documentary, by the way, it's like about him. It's like about him.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, it's mostly about my journey with splashes of Kinnison here and there, a little Pryor, but more me. They're all sitting outside, and I'm not bitter that I'm not in it. I've seen it now. Now I'm like, kind of like that I'm not in it, but I got past it. Don't be nervous. I got past it. The comedy. I don't care if I ever do this again for a living. I truly don't. I truly don't. I truly don't. I was past at the Comedy Store about which I love. I love the store. I was past like a few weeks after this happened, after the whole thing was shot with the majority of it. But they shot a scene where everybody gets COVID tested. And so apparently it's in the midst of a pandemic. And then Mike Binder looks at everybody and goes, what's going on with PC culture? And I'm like, what in the fuck are you talking about? The biggest event, a seismic event, an asteroid that hit live performance harder than anything. This guy's going, what do you think about PC culture? And then there's comedians. By the way, everyone in that documentary is like 75. I got to be honest. You start looking around, you're going, I don't know, it doesn't feel that hot. Stand-up don't feel that hot right now. It's like it's all like elderly people telling you, well, when I was a youth, Richard Pryor. It's like, it's not it. And I love stand-up and I love doing it and I'll keep doing it. But part of the reason why I like it is a dead art, okay? And that documentary, I mean, Christ. It's a museum. It's a mausoleum in there. I mean, it's a mausoleum. I mean, I was watching with a friend who's a fan of everybody, and they're like, here's the question. I love comedy, and comics are more talented inherently than TikTok people. But is a documentary about the TikTok kids more interesting?
Yes.
And I like that you didn't hesitate. Is a documentary about the kids on TikTok more interesting than somebody being like, it's just a joke? No one cares about PC. Look, guys, it's not even real. I had Candace on. People were mad at me, but nobody's trying to cancel me. It's over.
No one cares.
No one cares. And it's still like this narrative that people keep bringing up. It makes stand-ups look weak. You look weak when you whine. Just say it and step back. When I was fighting with people on Twitter about the Candace Owens thing, I was fighting because I had a point. I had a point and they had a point. Whatever their point was, whatever my point was. But I don't care that you're mad. I knew you were going to be mad when we had her on the show. That's part of the fun. You see? I'm not bringing on a history teacher who no one knows or cares about. I'm bringing on a woman who's going to ruffle a few feathers. So this whining weak piece, it's every podcast has been about this and only this. So I watched it for a few minutes and then I had to turn that off. It's just a joke. You got Jay Leno up there being like, it's a joke. What are we doing? What's going on here? Who cares? I don't care. Enough with the legends. Don't you want to kill these people? Do these people die? Do they ever go away? Half of these motherfuckers have not been funny in forever. Forever. And we all have to sit there like they're fucking Christ. They climb down off the cross and we got to wash their feet. And it's enough is enough already. And I respect them. And, I respect the roads they paved so that I mayeth drive down them. Mm-hmm. But we got to be funny here. Doesn't everyone remember that? We got to be a little funny. We can't just sit around on $1 trillion. They should make chairs made of money when they ask these people's opinion. They should have to sit in a chair of money and go, they should have to take the money out of their bank and make a couch of it. And we're making money. We're not shitting on people that make money. But it's like, it's a pandemic. There's all this shit to talk about. Mm-hmm. Nobody cares about PC culture. Nobody gives a shit. Enough. Pipe down.